Do you believe it? In a perfect future society, the individual is forced to give up his freedom just to cater to the trend of consumption. It's incredible. The progress of technology has become a prison for human nature. Emotions and thoughts are cleverly manipulated. So what's going on here? In 20th century literature, George Orwell's 1984 and Adolphus' Brave New World in history. It is undoubtedly the most profound prediction for the future society, although these two dystopian novels have similarities. But it shows a cut. However, different social structures and perceptions of the human heart. 1984 depicted a passing violence, a totalitarian state ruled by force and terror, and Brave New World. It depicts a seemingly perfect society. Its happiness is achieved through science, learning, and consumerism imposed. In today's society, technology is advancing rapidly. It moves faster than ever before. Many people began to worry, will such progress lead to loss of freedom and individual consciousness? It is in this context, 1984 and Beautiful. The warnings of the New World are becoming increasingly important. These two works not only reflect the social concerns, also to varying degrees. Modern society offers warning, although both exhibit complete control. But their means and ends. But there is a fundamental difference. Brave New World. It tells the story of a highly developed technology, future society with a strict social structure. In this world, Henry Ford was regarded as a society of gods. Everything is organized around efficiency and consumption. People genetically engineered, so the brainwashing at the core of the production line to ensure social harmony and stability. The needs and desires of the individual are subtly controlled to avoid any potential conflicts. Hizuli through this extreme social setting, showcasing the benefits of scientific progress, the problem of reason, and the lack of human nature. The well-being of society depends on material satisfaction. Individuals are denied the right to choose freely. At this time, people's emotions and thoughts have been tamed. Real freedom, locked in an invisible cage. In a Brave New World, the storylines of several main characters shows the absurdity and tragedy of this society. Bernard Marx was a leader in the system. Those who feel lonely in his unique thinking make him unable to finish, fully integrated into this glossy society. His companion Linda is a classic type of happy victim. His accident and obsession with matter make him lose himself. And John, as someone who came out of the barbarian reservation, the resistance to the New World was the most direct. John craves authentic emotions and relationships. But in the face of this false, good societies feel powerless. These characters experienced in the story self-exploration and questioning of society. Bernard, hope seeks self-identity through rebellion. And John is, in extreme isolation, found a way to fight. Finally, their efforts were inspired by the strength of society. Sonia's harrowing ending is thought-provoking. Brave New World in Toshiri. It's not just science fiction. It is a profound social critique. He revealed how technology and consumerism are eroding deep-seated problems of human nature. People are in the pursuit of happiness. Gradually lose myself. It's a senseless consumer machine. This happiness is fleeting and superficial. Hidden behind it is the individual. Total deprivation of liberty. In the next episode, we also talked about Hizuli and how Orwell did it differently, revealing the complex relationship between the human heart and social control and how the characters in their work are oppressed. In the last episode, we mentioned George Orwell's 1984 and Adolf Brave New World in history. These two classic dystopian novels discuss the set, the lack of humanity under the control of power and technology. In 1984, terror and violence rule people's lives. And in the Brave New World, superficial happiness hides the individual. Loss of freedom. A tragic story told by the main characters. These two works, warning of the potential dangers of modern society. I haven't seen my superior's friend yet. Click on my avatar to enter the homepage and you can find it. Through his detailed depiction of society, shows skepticism about individual well-being. In this seemingly perfect world, happy illusion cover overshadow people's desire and pursuit of true emotions. People are forced to accept a public lifestyle. Lost interest in art, appreciation of truth and beauty. Through consumption, pleasure and anesthesia, society avoids conflict and suffering. But it also robs the individual of their soul. Compared to Brave New World, Orwell's 1984. It depicts a world through violence and terror to maintain a ruling society in Oceania through ubiquitous solidity and manipulating the mind to assert rights. The life of Winston Smith. It is the shrinkage under this totalitarian system as a junior member of the party. Winston, while ostensibly following the party's education, but my heart longs for freedom and truth. Winston's rebellion. It's not just a challenge to external oppression. It's an exploration of one's own mind. He tried to seek the truth through secret rebellion. However, as the story unfolds, he gradually realized the control of this society has been deeply ingrained, almost inescapable. In this totalitarian society, any meaning will be ruthlessly suppressed. The existence of the thought police makes people live in fear. Fear of Winston's relationship with Julia is the most important emotional clue in 1984. The encounter between the two is both the beginning of a confrontation with the system. It is also the pursuit of personal emotions, Julia's rebellion and Winston's idealism. In sharp contrast, he's after physical pleasure. Winston, on the other hand, longed for intellectual liberation. Their love was revealed under the oppression of totalitarianism, extremely vulnerable, but it also reflects the human desire for freedom and love. However, in the end, the two are powerless to resist in the face of harsh reality. Winston's intellectual trial and spiritual torment bring him to his knees, abandon their faith and love. He accepted his love for the party. This tragedy is not only reflects the helplessness of individuals under centralized power, it also warns people of ideological blindness, possible serious consequences. Although 1984 and the Brave New World, there is a clear difference in the way of expression, but they all met humans. The fragility of freedom in society, through the combination of technology and consumption. It depicts a seemingly happy, in fact, a rotten society. Orwell, through totalitarian tyranny, shows the complete deprivation of individual freedom. In these two social formations, individual self-awareness is suppressed. The deprivation of individual rights is thought-provoking. This comparison not only provides us with an understanding, a dystopian perspective, it also prompts us to oppose, thinking about the various phenomena in current society, the advance of technology and the prevalence of consumerism. Will it make us repeat the mistakes of a brave new world and extreme political systems? Will it lead us into the abyss of 1984? These questions, it is particularly important in today's social context. Whether it's Brave New World or 1984, they are all on different levels. Discusses the relationship between individual freedom and social control. He's Zuli, by showing a seemingly perfect but actually rotten society, revealed that in the name of the pursuit of happiness, the freedom and authenticity that people have lost. Orwell was set in a totalitarian tyranny. It depicts the individual's strength, powerlessness, and despair in the face of the big machine. Although these two works have different means of expression, but together they convey an important message. In any society, the freedom and consciousness of the individual need to be realized. Truth and defense. Facing technological and social change, we need to be vigilant at all times. Some control and oppression concealed in the name of happiness. Ultimately, only the pursuit of true emotions and the pursuit of freedom to persevere, to keep us from being swallowed up on the road to the future. Okay, that's it for today.